Okay, real talk. What if I told you that one of the best games to drop in 2026, a year where we've got photorealistic graphics, open world games the size of actual continents, and AI NPCs that can hold a full conversation about their feelings? What if the best thing on Steam right now is a game where you rewind VHS tapes? Not metaphorically, literally. You stand there, you rewind tapes, and it slaps. I played Rewind Video Store Simulator, and I generally don't know what's wrong with me because I have been glued to this thing. My sleep schedule is in shambles. I have opinions about my fake carpet patterns. I got emotionally attached to a customer who kept renting horror movies, and now she hasn't come back in 3 in-game days, and I am concerned about her. This is where I'm at. Welcome to the channel. Before we get into the actual game, let me paint you a picture of the world we live in right now. It's 2026. Streaming is a disaster. You want to watch a movie? Cool. Which service is it on? Netflix, Hulu, Max, Peacock, Paramount Plus, Apple TV, one of the 17 other ones that I definitely pay for and definitely never use. Oh, it's on one that costs 40 bucks a month and also has ads even on the paid tier. Incredible. Love that for us. The algorithm recommends you garbage. Half the stuff you actually want to watch got pulled because some executive needed to hit a quarterly number. You spend 20 minutes scrolling and then just give up and go to bed. We did this to ourselves. We let Blockbuster die. And I know, Blockbuster was bad actually. Late fees were predatory. Yeah, okay, sure. But at least you could walk in, grab something off a shelf with your own human hands, maybe chat with the weird guy at the counter who had very strong opinions about Tarantino, and go home with something tangible. There was an experience there, and that's exactly what Retro Rewind understood. This game didn't get made by some massive AAA studio with a $100 million budget. It got made by two people, a two-person indie team out of Canada called Bloodpack Studios, and they have somehow bottled something that major publishers have been trying and failing to do for years. They made me feel something. This thing launched and hit #1 on Steam on day one. 100,000 copies in 5 days. Two-person team. So what is this game actually? At its core, Retro Rewind is a store management sim, same genre as Power Wash Simulator or Gas Station Simulator, or any of those run a business, zone out, pretend you have a purpose type games. You start with a sad little empty shop, some startup cash, and the dream. You order movies on this ancient, clunky in-game PC that is painfully accurate. You stock your shelves, customers walk in, browse, rent movies, come back, return them. You take the tape, you slap it in the rewinder, you rewind it, you put it back. That's the loop, and look, on paper that sounds mind-numbing. In practice, it's weirdly satisfying in the same way that folding laundry is satisfying. Your brain just goes, ah. But here's where it gets genuinely impressive. The details. The details in this game are wild. The movie covers. Okay, so they can't use real movies, obviously, copyright and all that. So they made up 14,000 fake VHS titles. 14,000. And they're all hand-drawn, all parodies of real films from the era. There's one called Phantom Patrol, which is basically Ghostbusters. You're going to spend a suspicious amount of time just reading fake movie back covers instead of actually running your store. Trust me on this, the atmosphere is absolutely nailed. Ugly popcorn carpet, neon signs, movie posters on the walls. The whole vibe screams 1993 in the best possible way. If you ever set foot in a Blockbuster or a local rental place as a kid, this game is going to do something to your brain chemistry. The progression feels good. You go from a tiny little shop with 3 shelves to eventually hiring employees, expanding your layout, getting more sections, horror, drama, action, comedy, and you got to think about what your customers actually want. Holidays affect demand. Weather affects demand. New releases are expensive to buy, but they bring more foot traffic and you can charge more per rental. There's even a shady dude who shows up behind your store periodically with bootleg movies and other material. I'll let you discover what that means. The game winks at you and it's great. Let me tell you what this game gets right that most store sims completely fumble: personality. This game has a soul. Most of these simulator games feel like they were generated by an AI that was instructed to make a game. Same gray walls, same boring UI, no character whatsoever. Retro Rewind feels like it was made by people who actually loved going to video stores, because they were. The developer literally said he grew up going to his local little rental shop, not even a Blockbuster, just a small town store, and he wanted to show his kids what that was like. That's the energy behind this. You can feel it in every fake movie cover and every ugly carpet tile. The pacing is good. This is important because some store sims hit a wall around mid-game where you're spinning so many plates at once, it becomes kind of miserable. Retro Rewind keeps it chill. it's still a game you can put on after a long day and just vibe with. The content roadmap, all future updates are free. This isn't early access, it's shipped as a complete game, and they're planning to add video game rentals, a VHS repair station, more decorations, more music. The developers are actively patching stuff fast. They're very engaged. Two people genuinely caring about their product. 20 bucks, that's what it costs. Not $20 a month, not $20 plus a season pass, not $20 with a premium currency store. $20 one time for this. When the gaming industry is out here charging $70 base price and then trying to sell you horse armor, this hits very different. And all right, I gotta keep it real though, because I don't just hand out gold stars. Employees are kind of dumb. You hire someone to help restock shelves and they will enthusiastically put horror movies in the drama section like they are actively trying to sabotage your business. And you can't really micromanage them. You can't tell them how to handle late fees or where exactly to shelve things. You're just hoping for the best. The returns desk in mid-game is a bit of a bottleneck. You're basically just standing at a window, waiting for people to bring stuff back. The employee you put on it isn't fast enough to handle it alone, so you're still babysitting. An auto rewind station would fix this, and supposedly it's coming, but right now it's the most tedious part of the entire loop. There are some bugs. Customers get stuck on each other sometimes. There's been a save-related crash issue floating around. Nothing that bricked my run personally, but worth knowing. The devs are patching quickly, which is good, but just temper expectations for a perfectly smooth experience out of the box. Also, and this is very minor, the star ratings on movies don't really seem to do anything. Like you'd think a critically acclaimed movie would rent faster or a terrible one would get returned broken more often, but the ratings feel decorative. Small thing, but the systems person in me wanted more depth in this particular area of the game. Here's what I actually want to talk about though, because I think the game is interesting beyond just fun simulator game, check it out. We're in 2026. Gaming has a discovery problem. There's something like 50 to 80 games launching on Steam every single day. Most of them are slop. Most of them are asset flips. Most of them have no business existing. And yet somehow, some way, a two-person team in Quebec made a game about rewinding VHS tapes, and it shot to #1 and 100,000 people bought it in 5 days. You know what that tells me? People are starving for authenticity. They're absolutely desperate for something that feels like it was made by a human being who cared. We've been getting bombarded with bloated live service games and predatory monetization, and games that feel like they were designed by committee and focus grouped into a flavorless paste. And then this little indie game comes along and goes, hey, remember when movies came in big plastic boxes and a guy named Kevin at the counter had seen everything and could actually recommend stuff? And people just lost it. The nostalgia angle is real, but I don't think that's the whole story. I think people are nostalgic for the idea that things used to be simpler, that you could just go somewhere, pick something, experience it, return it, no algorithm, no curated for you, no because you watch this, we think you'll enjoy 40 more things just like it, just vibes. Human curation, a shelf, a choice. And yeah, Blockbuster had late fees and sometimes the movies you wanted was already rented and that sucked. But so does paying for 6 streaming services and still not finding anything to watch on a Friday night. Different kind of failure. I don't know, maybe I'm reading too much into a $20 indie game about VHS tapes. Or maybe two people in Canada accidentally made something that says something real about where we are right now. So it's 20 bucks on Steam. There's a free demo. Definitely go try the demo. Honestly, it's a great slice of what the game is. If the demo vibes with you, the full game is going to vibe with you. For a 2-person team working 60+ hour weeks for 15 months, this is a really impressive debut. Is it a perfect game? No. Are the employees kind of brain dead? Yes. Are there some rough edges? Yeah. But the soul is there. The craft is there. And in a landscape full of soulless garbage, that genuinely matters. I had a good time. My store is thriving. I named it Blockbuster Replacement Therapy, and I think that's funny. If you want more videos like this, hit subscribe, hit that bell, all that stuff. You already know the drill. I'll catch you in the next one.